Kanamura Matsuri is a yearly fertility festival, centered around Mikashi, a giant pink penis whose lore is a part of the Shinto religion. Godzilla is an official citizen of Japan. The government gave him citizenship as a publicity/tourism move in 2015. Aokigahara, the suicide forest, is the second most popular suicide location in the world, only the Golden Gate Bridge ranks higher. Some say so many kill themselves there because of the suicides that take place there in the 1960 Japanese novel Kurwajukai, but nobody knows for sure. In Japan, 98% of adoptions are actually adult men, not children. Families adopt businessmen to inherit and run the family companies if there is no heir. One of the first Africans in Japan was a slave brought over by the Portuguese who rose through the ranks and became known as Yasuke the Black Samurai. Vending machines on almost every street corner sell everything from eggs to beer to panties and sex toys. There is approximately one vending machine for every 23 people, with annual sales totaling more than $60 billion. Japan has the highest density of vending machines worldwide. After World War II, some Japanese soldiers were deployed so far from civilization that they didn't know the war was over or refused to believe it until the 1970s. One soldier named Hiro Onoda kept fighting until 1974. As early as 200 AD, there were female Japanese samurai every bit as powerful and deadly as their male counterparts. On the rail and subway lines, train operators employ pushers that help push people into the cars so the doors can shut safely. Overcrowding on Japanese trains ranks among some of the worst in the world. There are over 50 flavors of Fanta available in Japan, including white banana, snow squash, and hip-hop. The hip-hop variety has a fruit punch flavor. There is a beauty treatment known as a Geisha facial that consists of nightingale feces. The birds are raised on special farms and eat only organic seeds, and their excrement is said to make your skin softer and brighter. Capsule hotels, room roughly the size of a large refrigerator, can be found around Tokyo. These rooms attract lodgers with their relatively affordable prices, novelty, and practicality for spur-of-the-moment overnight stays, although luxury rooms include televisions and Wi-Fi. During World War II, Japan bombed China with fleas infected with the plague. The first geishas were men, as women were not allowed to entertain at social functions. The island of Okinoshima's nickname is Usagi-jima, Rabbit Island, because hundreds of feral rabbits live there with no natural predators. No one is sure where the first rabbits came from. Japan had waterproof smartphones years before the West because Japanese women were so attached to their phones that they brought them into the shower. As a seasonal tradition, an estimated 3.6 million Japanese families eat KFC every Christmas season. KFC grows so busy that some people have to reserve their food weeks in advance. The cyber-homeless people of Japan live at cyber cafes because it is cheaper than an apartment. It costs about $12 to $20 a night, with free soft drinks, TV, comics, and internet access included. In Japan, some women pay to have their straight teeth made crooked in a practice called yiba. It gained popularity because crooked teeth are considered youthful and attractive. The average Japanese high-speed train completes its full route just 54 seconds behind schedule. This mark of extraordinary efficiency even includes events like natural disasters, but when trains are delayed more than 5 minutes, you can request a certificate to show your boss or teacher. Atop a hill overlooking the Pacific Ocean, a phone booth in Atsuchi, Japan allows people to call their dead loved ones. Called the phone of the wind, its line is actually disconnected, but the process provides some people with a way to grieve for the departed. After the World Cup in 2014, Japanese fans meticulously cleaned up any trash from their area of Brazil's Dunas Arena. Costs related to damage caused by Japan's largest earthquake and subsequent tsunami in March 2011 are estimated at $300 billion. It was one of the most devastating earthquakes in recorded history. Japan has the largest proportion of elderly people in the world. Almost 28% of the population is aged 65 or older. Italy comes in second at just 21.5%. Japan has strict firearm regulations, and total gun-related deaths rarely go above 10 per year. This extraordinary low rate per capita is about a third of the rate in Germany, for example, and 1/100th of the rate in the United States. Almost 4/5 of Japan is covered with mountains. The tallest peak of the Japanese Alps that cross the middle of the country is the volcano of Mount Fuji. Late-night dancing in Japan was banned from 1948 until 2015. Even dancing at all other times was restricted only to venues that had a dancing license, thanks to post-war legislation seeking to crack down on dance halls that served as hotbeds of prostitution.